I think all condominium associations should look into Motus and know that it exists, know that it provides these options for its owners so that people can buy in if they want, but don't have to. I would absolutely recommend that boards of condominium associations learn about Motus. I'm not aware of anybody being unhappy with this program, and lots of people being very relieved that we now have coverage.
When we did have the meeting regarding Motus, a lot of people did want to know, why should I insure my unit and my next door neighbor isn't? And we tried to explain to them that it not only helps for what you have inside your unit, but it also helps for your portion of the common area, which is something that you will end up being assessed for if there was a catastrophic earthquake and we had to do an assessment to rebuild. Everybody's going to have to pay their portion of that assessment. And when you have Motus, you know that Motus is going to pay your portion of that assessment, which is what's so great about it. So I think Motus just checked all the boxes and really was so well catered to the homeowners association arena. I always recommend it to anybody I know that lives in an HOA.
If you're unfamiliar with Motus, I would just say if you are paying for earthquake insurance individually as an owner, it is a prudent exercise to compare and contrast options with Motus versus the coverage you're getting and what you're paying for, so that you can evaluate the differences and make an informed decision that makes sense for your risk tolerance and what your budgetary needs are. And I think Motus fits in perfectly in a lack of solutions in the industry that owners wanted but weren't available until Motus launched.
I would recommend all managers and board members reach out to Motus and have a conversation with them. I think that the Motus program fills a gap that some of you might not even be aware exists. So I highly recommend you reach out to Motus and have a conversation.
I would recommend this to managers. I've been in the business for almost 40 years. And this is a new program. It's an exciting program. It's a program that we've worked with for the last, I think, 3 years. And we've had no problems. We've had no issues with homeowners that don't understand. We have people that are questioning. But once they understand what the program is, Motus has been a godsend for us, basically, and gives the homeowners the option to be able to feel protected and to feel that Motus will be there for them. We feel the same way.
One thing that I like to tell boards when I'm presenting them with the Motus product is that it's a way of ensuring not only your unit, but protecting the equity that you have in your unit on an individual basis. And the great part is that owners that aren't interested in it, it doesn't cost them anything because it's not a common expense. It's an individual expense.
Boards of directors have to look so carefully at their budgets because any increase in their spending comes right out of the pockets of all of the unit owners, including themselves. And so there are a number of communities that have not historically purchased earthquake insurance, and we actively encourage them to at least take a look at it. Let Motus come in, let them talk to you about it, and find out how affordable it is, and that each unit owner will also have the opportunity to get really great coverage as well.
So I absolutely believe that associations that don't have a master policy should offer Motus to all of their unit owners. It's crazy not to. It's definitely an issue in California. It's definitely on the minds of many unit owners, and it's very easy for the board to obtain a proposal and offer it to all the unit owners. They can say yes, they can say no.
I love the Motus product. I really honestly, sincerely think that it's one of the best options for individual unit owners where their association does not have a master policy for whatever the reason is. And they really are great to work with.
I would say without hesitation or trepidation that every community association that is even considering earthquake insurance should look at Motus as an option.